The last play this afternoon is called Take the Fish by Rainey Skinner, directed by Glenda O'Sullivan.
I have come to believe that there are certain kinds of people in this world who attract certain other kinds of people, especially on public transport. You'd know if you were one of them. Perhaps it's a gift in our DNA or just happenstance. All I know is that I am one of them, and I'm okay with that. In fact, I'm getting better at it. Less afraid, if you get my drift. I jumped onto the train at Central. I'd had a big day. I work with words, so I was happy just to sit. Everyone on the carriage had managed to bag his or her own seat. You know, we're such lukewarm people, aren't we? We're all so used to having our own private space. A carriage half full of commuters tucked up against the left or right-hand side of the train, just hoping no one will sit next to them. It was the 90s, long before the internet, so everyone had their newspapers engaged, like a shield or a cone of silence. Public Transport 101, rules of engagement. Don't sit next to me. And if you do, don't talk to me. Except for me. I missed the express. So I was sitting on the milk run, amusing myself by being curious about the station names. Bowen Hills. Bowen Hills. Woodland. Woodland 1. North Gate. North. We pulled up at Sylmia. Sylmia. It sounds exotic, enticing. Sylmia. Or solid and final. Zomia. The carriage door opens. A large shadow falls across the sun. I turn. First mistake. I stare. Second mistake. I am aware of newspapers being lowered ever so slightly, evaluating the situation. Then defenses go even higher. It's a blockade. I can feel a carriage sigh of relief as the stranger makes his way towards me. They're off the hook. The stranger and I lock eyes. Third mistake. Now I'm committed.
G'day, love.
Hello.
What about after that?
I say cheerily.
How's your day been?
Oh, good. Good. Really good. Fantastic. Great, in fact. Thank you. Oh, my God. What am I doing? But in case you hadn't noticed, I'm quite nervous. And the stranger has a stationery department on the top of his hat. And his bucket is full of fish.
Well, good for you.
There is a pregnant pause, long enough to garner a lot of attention from our fellow
Happy
travellers.
for you, love.
If they're interested.
Me? I've had a cunt of a day.
Now we have everyone's attention.
I down.
What can I say? This poor bloke's had a cunt of a day. Sure, go right ahead.
Thanks, love.
He settles in. It's cozy enough. At least the fish don't smell. That's a blessing. In fact, they seem quite fresh. I checked the eyeballs. Clear. That's a good sign.
You know what I don't like?
Really, I have no idea, but I think I'm going to find out. No, what?
I don't like moving house. Well, here's the thing. You just get settled into a place. Okay, maybe it's not the best fucking place in the universe, or even the world, or even Queensland, but it feels like home. Are you with me?
Sure, whatever you say, man with the crazy hat and fish. Yes, I'm with you.
It wasn't the best accommodation I've ever had, but it was regular. It was reliable, you know. I had a bed and clean sheets once a week, and look, I don't care what you've heard, the tucker was okay. Well, at least it was predictable. Tuesday night, cottage pie and mushy peas. Oh, and really it was damn good. And most of the blokes were pretty straight down the line. I mean, you get a fair share of arseholes in there, but honestly, love, where don't you?
Yep, I'm contemplating that for a moment. Arseholes, tick. Don't have to go too far to find a raging arsehole.
But you can learn a lot from arseholes. In fact, I reckon they're my best teachers. So, look, all up, it was pretty bloody good. And I picked up a few little tricks. Well, you'd have to have your head up your arse if you didn't, wouldn't you, love?
Yes, you got that right. Suddenly we're besties. And once more, I'm starting to feel like I understand him. I get him.
Oh, and they kept it pretty clean. They hosed it out at least once a week. But you know, that's the bugger of it. No bloody floor coverings. It wasn't what you'd call cosy. But if you think about it, if they're hosing it out pretty regular, they can't be mucking about with floor coverings, can they?
No, that'd be a waste of time.
And a waste of energy, love. They work them pretty hard. We, on the other hand, get to sit around quite a bit. Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? Alanis really had no idea, did she? You've always been picky. I'd have to say, I didn't like the window arrangements.
I'm really sorry.
You couldn't really see out. I mean, they were too high up, and I hate that bloody steel gauge netting.
Where are we? Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I love looking out. You see possibilities when you look out, don't you, love?
Yes, you do. Yes, I love looking out. It makes me feel safe.
You can see him coming, that's why.
Who?
The enemy. They reckon you feel safe looking out, because you can see the enemy advancing and take precautionary measures. What? Oh!
That makes sense. And from an evolutionary psychology point of view, it does. It makes perfect sense. It's hardwired into our DNA.
So, all up, I was happy there and happy to stay. But when your time's up, your time's up.
I could only nod.
What can you do?
It is what it is.
What?
Well, sometimes you don't have a choice in life. It just is what it is.
It is what it is. I like that. Accept what life dishes out to you.
Yes, change the things you can, but accept the things you can't.
And you'd be a bloody mug if you didn't know the difference. Hey, didn't one of our blokes say that?
Oh, not quite the same turn of phrase, and I don't think so. Actually, AA use it as one of their 12 steps, but I do believe it was written by an American theologian about 100 years ago.
Well, how about that? You're a bit of a bright spark, aren't you?
Well, I like to read. I read when I can.
Oh, I've had a lot of time to read lately. And believe me, it's pulled me through when I was feeling pretty low. And what's that word they use now? A modern word for feeling left out. Not part of the cultural elite, kind of sitting on the edges kind of feeling.
Marginalised.
That's it! Good on you, love! I've been trying to think of that word all day. Marginalised. Sitting in the margins on the edge. Whoa, that's me. Oh, I don't like it. It's not a good feeling.
No, it isn't.
I don't want to be out there again. You ever get like that?
Yes, I have done in the past. It's hard to snap out of it at times.
I wouldn't have picked it, you know. Oh, a good-looking girl like you, smart too, from what I can tell. I bet you've got a lot of reasons to lose.
You're very kind to say that.
Just calling it how I see it, it's the truth.
Oh. And to think I was feeling scared and embarrassed when he sat down. Now I just want to cry.
Hey, I've got a great idea. Oh, me mates are having a bit of a do for me, a bit of a coming out party. We're going to throw these nice fish on the barbie. Aren't they beauties? A mate of mine called them this morning. Look, there'll be a nice cold keg, maybe a bottle of wine. I bet you'd like a nice Moselle, eh? Hey, eh? Oh, they've got a pool. It's not that flash, but it does the job. Oh, you probably don't have your togs. But my mate's missus is about your size. She's got a beaut figure too. What do you reckon? It might buck you up a bit. I thought you looked a bit lonely when I sat down. Good job I sat next to you.
Wow.
Oh, what do you say, Rug? This is my stop. Sunshine, that's me.
Well, thank you for the invitation. It sounds like a lovely party, but look, I have to get home to my family. They're expecting me.
Oh, of course, love. I just thought I'd ask. I can't have you sitting here feeling marginalised all over the shop. Here you go, love. Take a fish.
Thank you, but...
Oh, go on, love. Take the fish. You can have it for your tea.
There are two ways this story could end. My practical self didn't take the fish. I imagined myself sitting there, awkwardly holding it. Fish juice running onto my nice cloth. But alternatively, through the pondering and regret, my romantic and fearless self took it, not giving a toot about the fish juice, and holding the gift of its dampness and oddness and loveliness tightly to my heart, all the way home.